For week 8, we are going to be working with subqueries. And basically, a subquery is just a select statement inside another select. And you can add it to the select clause, the from clause. Most often, it's in the where clause. And so the lecture demo explains all about the subqueries. The textbook assignment has videos that show you how to do the various tasks, and you will learn different ways of creating these subqueries. The lab assignment is going to be a little bit more difficult, and basically you're going to be creating subqueries that answer specific questions. And you will have to download and install a table and some data. And I have them in text files and SQL files. So if you download this, this is creating the database and tables, and this is adding data. So if you select that, you can kind of see what's here. And if you start up SSMS, and I'll just kind of pull it over here. If I do a new query window, and this is more if I pick the text ones, I can actually copy and paste all of this. Right in here. Okay, so I'm going to create my database, Test Corp, and I'm going to create my tables. And then, oops, wrong one here. I'm going to go and this is adding data. So aren't you glad you don't have to type all of that? I'm going to go ahead and highlight. And some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, this would have taken me years. Okay, so I'm going to Control-C to copy this thing. And Control-A highlights, Control-V as in Victor. We'll do a paste. And now let me execute. So I now have a new Test Corp database. I'm going to refresh here. And I have a lot of databases because I have all of yours too. So I've got the Test Corp with its various tables, and they're all populated with data. And just so you can see, it is a good idea to kind of expand these and take a look at what you're dealing with. There are some foreign keys here, you can see. So we have relationships among the tables. And if you wanted to generate a diagram or see a diagram, you can quick generate one. Because it is helpful before you start selecting from a database that you have an idea of how it's set up. Okay, so this is basically a order and item database with products and suppliers and customers. And the database tables are all connected so they can share data. So the lab assignment is tasking you with answering questions. And I am trying to give you some hints as far as, how you have to put the query and subquery together. And I am giving you an example of results. And as you're going through this, if you get stuck, please email me and I will help you. Okay? For this one, it is going to be a little bit more difficult because I'm not exactly telling you, what you have to key in. So if you get really stuck, send me whatever query, subquery you've created, and then I can kind of take it from there and tell you how to fix it. So we have the textbook, which I don't think you're going to have problems with. We have the lab assignment, which there may be a couple that you get stuck on, which is fine. Just email me or query, subquery, and I will help you. And then we do have a unit test. And the questions are set up very similar to what you are going to see on your certification exam. In fact, the questions themselves are similar to what's on the exam. And if there are questions where I notice a large number of you miss, I will do the same thing I did last time, where I have a little extra credit that is focusing on those areas that the majority of you missed. Okay, and if you have any questions about anything, let me know, and have a great week.